Alright guys, it's October 6th, 2016, another absolutely beautiful day. I just threw some leaves at the camera. Got a little water speck. Just threw some leaves at the camera. I mean, it's just beautiful outside right now. They're all over the ground. It was snowing a little bit ago. The weather temperature is perfect. I'm just so blessed to be alive on planet Earth right now because this is the kind of stuff you get to experience on a day-to-day basis. It's awesome. So today I want to make a video and just talk about strengths. So I'll start off with a little story which relates to what I'm about to tell you, believe it or not. So yesterday I drove home and I saw a package on my front porch. I knew exactly what it was right away because I'm the one that ordered it. No, it was not a surprise package, unfortunately. And inside of it was a book, and I love books. Anyone that watches my videos probably knows that by now. I read every day. I think it's one of the most important things to do, especially for me personally, because right now I'm on a quest, all right? If no one's figured this out yet, I'm on a quest to become the best person that I can possibly be, and it involves personal development, right? It involves developing areas in my life where I have untapped potential to become the best person that I can be, right? And part of that untapped potential is identifying your strengths. So the book that I got was Strengths Finder 2.0 from Gallup, written by Tom Rath, based on the Strengths Finder quiz from Don Clifton, the father of strengths psychology. So super cool book. I read about 40 pages last night. I laugh all the time. Read about 40 pages last night, and then it told me to stop. And I always listen to what the book says. It tells me to stop. And it goes, go online and take this quiz, right? And so in the back of the book, you get this little pouch, and inside is a single-use access code to access their quiz online, which over 14.8 million people have taken the quiz. So it's super cool. It's a scientific study. It's a database, right? There's over 14 million people that have taken it, and all their responses are cataloged and then analyzed by scientists, psychologists, to identify human strengths. So they've narrowed it down to 34 human strengths, which are kind of broad terms, which encompass a lot of different things. So what I'm then going to do, I got my 5 strengths. I'm going to write it on the front of this book. I haven't done it yet because I haven't had a Sharpie that'll do it correctly. So it was super cool. I got a 5-page PDF printout of my personalized strengths with an explanation of what each of them means, ways that I can cultivate them in my day-to-day life. I highly recommend that anyone that reads this that's interested in becoming the best version of themselves, check out this book. I'll leave a description below this video. So what I want to do right now is just kind of read a section out of this book that I read last night that I just immediately was like, everyone's got to read this. You know, if anything, I need to share this with people so that they can understand it. So what I've got here is on page 29, we got a little anecdote. Parting thoughts, page 29. Our natural talents and passions, the things we truly love to do, last for a lifetime. But all too often, our talents go untapped. Mark Twain once described a man who died and met St. Peter at the pearly gates. Knowing that St. Peter was very wise, the man asked a question that he had wondered about his entire life. He said, "St. Peter, I have been interested in military history for many years. Who was the greatest general of all time?" St. Peter quickly responded, "Oh, that's a simple question. It's that man right over there." "You must be mistaken," responded the man, now very perplexed. "I knew that man on earth, and he was just a common laborer." "That's right, my friend," assured St. Peter. "He would have been the greatest general of all time, if he had been a general." So, that's a really powerful story. Think about that for a second. Rewind the video if you want to hear it again, or pick up the book if you want to read it yourself. So the cool thing about that story, and why I want to share it with everyone today, is it really provides some insight into my own life, and hopefully into your own life, as to what talents and what strengths you might be throwing to the wayside in pursuit of developing your own weaknesses, right? Of overcoming weaknesses. So this whole book is kind of based on the idea that people tend to look at areas in their life where there's a weakness and try to cultivate and overcome that weakness, when really You'd get more value, more return on your time investment if instead you focused on areas in your life where you already had strengths. So this book's super cool for me because I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to identify my own strengths, identify why I'm here, what my purpose is, what my mission is, and in what ways I can give back to society and help create a better world for everyone and every individual that's in it, right? I feel that's a big mission of mine. I feel like it's a mission of humanity, is just to be able to impact other people's lives in a positive way, right? I don't find any greater source of enjoyment from anything other than helping someone else realize their capacity, their potential. It's an awesome feeling. Anyone that's ever been able to lift someone up in a positive way, it's awesome, right? So part of that for me is understanding my own strengths. And this book already, I mean, I'm only 40 pages in and I took a 35-minute quiz, and already I've had some monumental shifts in my thought patterns, right? I'd never paid attention to the idea of cultivating my strengths and being able to tap into the full potential that's there, right? So it's just a really cool message that I wanted to share with everyone, is to just look at areas in your life where maybe you've identified a strength, but you haven't really paid any attention to how you can continue to develop it, right? So the idea with strengths is not to understand where you have a natural talent and then go, okay, cool, I have these 5 talents, now I'm going to go after these other 5 weaknesses, right? It's not to necessarily, at least from this book's perspective and my new thinking pattern, it's not to become the most well-rounded person that you can be. It's to become the best version of yourself that you already are, right? We're not all on this earth with perfect capabilities in every area of our life, right? We're not all equal. We all have our own special gifts, our own special talents, our own special reason for being here, and our way to influence other people. So it's a really powerful thing to look at internally where you thrive, and then look at how you can put yourself in more situations to cultivate those strengths. And what you're going to find is that it really influences yourself and other people in a really positive way. So this book's really exciting for me. I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm sure I'm going to be making more videos, just kind of regarding the information that's in here, because it's got a bunch of action steps, just a whole bunch of awesome information, like I said, from over 15 or almost 15 million people that have taken the Strength Finders quiz, and it only took 35 minutes. So I think it's going to be a really useful tool for the point in my life that I'm at right now, understanding these next kind of steps that I'm going to take in understanding why I'm here and what my purpose is. So that's all I wanted to share, was that little story, leave you guys with some food for thought, another book recommendation, and to just enjoy this beautiful day, right? Every day is a beautiful day, and if you're not enjoying it, then you're not capitalizing on the opportunity that you have to be grateful all the time and feel how that lifts you up. One more thing before I close out is I've found that already, just in pursuit of my own strengths, in the pursuit of identifying areas of my life where I thrive, it's given me so much energy, so much passion and drive and intensity to understand who I am at my core, to peel back the layers of the onion, if you will, right? There's no better feeling than the conquest of self, understanding the elusive self. That's why my blog, my videos, it's the exploration of the elusive self, is because yourself is always trying to get away from you. But if you take time to be patient with it and understand that you don't have to do any chasing, all you have to do is some listening, some heart thought. It's already down in there. Yourself is already down in there. You just have to cultivate it, nurture it, and let it come out naturally through your strengths. That's how you're going to find out who you are, is looking at the gifts that you were given when you were brought into this earth, and then finding a way to use them in your day-to-day life for positive change, right? So that's what I want to share with everyone today. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I know I am. And yeah, pick up the book if you want, and if not, just get in touch with me. And hey, it'd be cool if some other people wanted to read this book and then set up like a mastermind group or something on the side and just talk about, our individual strengths. It's a cool topic of conversation to have that's more beneficial than talking about sports or the Kardashians or whatever people want to distract themselves from, right? Stop distracting yourself. That's what I found. Don't distract yourself, engage yourself. So, here's to another beautiful day on planet Earth.